Hi guys, welcome back to Otter's RC Garage. Today, doing something a little bit different. So, this is footage still from the hill, our trip that we took down in Fort Wayne. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago now, but we're going to do a voiceover and show you guys a little bit more of this park. This is going to be part 2 of the hill. There is going to be a third part where we actually go on the back side of this hill. All of this footage from today is going to be front side only. So as you can see, this park does put down a lot of challenge. There's these little rock climbs with these slate rocks. There's some round rocks also off to the right more. We don't really go on that too much. But there's also some neat obstacles. This is the teeter totter, as you can see. We're going underneath it right now. So like I said, there's a lot of obstacles they built themselves here. Really neat. Ones like this, they look pretty simple, but then you go to do it and it's actually a bit of a challenge. It's a pretty tight left-hand turn that's basically just big enough for the trucks to get up on. So you really have to watch all 4 tires and the placement of all 4 of them and what's going to happen if you turn, and you know, got to do a lot of forward and backs, but turning the correct way while you do it. And the reward, make it up and over the hill. This first teeter-totter, none of us really did well. That's about the best we got right there, with Matt falling off the side. We moved on, we tried to have Hudson give it a try with the Gen 8. The Gen 8 didn't do a whole lot better, mainly just we don't have the trucks for what this teeter-totter is designed to do. After this, my son does try with his Gen 7, and not much success either. So we thought maybe we would try and put, you know, this little piece of wood down. Might give us a little help getting up onto it. Also cover up the rut that we've been digging, trying to get up on it, and it really didn't help anything out at all. So moved on to the next teeter-totter. Now this teeter-totter, I wanted to try and get both trucks up and see if we could get it to teeter both trucks. But Zane was not having any of that. So trying to be a good dad, trying to back off, and that didn't work either. But he made it. As you can see, the teeter-totter going there. And that is the correct way to do the teeter-totter. So I thought it'd be cool still to get a first-person view of going over this teeter-totter. So here I go, up and over. This next obstacle here was pretty clever. So they used some old, looked like fire hose or tie down straps, but they put it up and over some obstacles. It really gets your truck going back and forth, tests your top heaviness, also really flexes your suspension. This here is a side view. Matt's doing the crawl over it, but this is what it looks like from the side. Like I said, really gets the suspension moving. So not only does this have a bunch of pre-built obstacles like we've been showing off, but this also has some good trails as well. This front side of the hill has a section, and I'm going to show it here in a few, but basically there's 3 different levels. Here you can see there's a top level, a middle level where Matt's rolling, and the bottom level where he ended up at. This bottom level is supposed to be the easier section, but this part was really neat, and I really want to bring the Everest 10 to this spot specifically and see how it does. It goes from the first level up to the second level, but it's a really good rock climb area. Our Broncos were just a bit too top heavy, and the other trucks, they just didn't have enough grip to get up. Here, Matt is trying that same exact section. A little bit better view of the rock hill, and it's at about a 35-degree angle or so downhill as well. So you got a bit of side hill going on along with it, have to climb back up. This section, we decided we'd all try and do a little bit of a challenge. Our end goal is to end up at the right side where you see the wooden fence wall. So I'm trying to show here sort of how steep this really is. You can see the Gen 8 there just rolls over, the green one. The gold one rolled over too. But as soon as it got up above that fence, it just rolled itself over. He's still trying to roll it back over. Zane figures if he gets up there and gives him a hood to maybe get some grip with, maybe he could help him out. And he flips himself over pretty good. So now he just has to make some room so Zane can get up with his Gen 7. And I think really this sort of shows how steep it is. You can see that Gen 7 just consistently digging to stay even at a steady spot on the hill. I think also everybody that comes down has to at least tap the front bumper on that rock. So here again, if you watch Matt's tires, you can see how much you really got to give it a lot of wheel speed, even just to gain a little bit going up. So now that everyone else has made it, we're at a little bit of a disadvantage, but I know I can pop up and over this rock, and we'll make our way up. This here is a really steep downhill, and this is actually going into the backside of the hill, and we're going to be getting a lot more footage down here. That's going to be in the next video though. Really just want to show how steep this is. If you watch not only Matt's wheels and Hudson's when he comes down in the green Gen 8, you really can't control where you're going too much, and you don't want to hit the brakes too hard or else you'll just end up flipping. And watch Hudson as he comes down. You'll see he's barely even driving. He's trying to keep that nose as far left as he can, and the leaves and everything else just cause him to slide down the hill. Well guys, that's going to be it for us this week. Hope you guys like this video. It's a little bit different. I didn't really get a chance to record an intro or an outro because I didn't know I was going to be doing more than one video at this location. So, like I said, there's a third one coming. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.